Hey, welcome to the Everything SEO podcast. I'm Mckayla, a stay-at-home mom of 3 who just happens to be in love with everything related to SEO, blogging, marketing, coffee, and we're shedding light into the many mystifying corners of search engine optimization and what that means for us service providers, small business owners, and bloggers. We're going to ditch the do-it-all narrative surrounding SEO and really sit down and craft strategies that are sustainable, but still get us those first page results. Now let's get cozy, grab your fave sweater and a cup of tea, and let's talk everything SEO. Hello, and welcome to Everything SEO. I'm Mckayla, your host, and the mama behind the Comma Mama Co. And I'm so excited to get this started. I have been dreaming of a podcast for a hot minute, and this just feels like the right time. So I can't wait to just dive in and share about everything SEO and share about myself. Because if you're here, it's likely we have a few things in common, and SEO might be the problem solver that you need, or at least might help a little bit in what your goals are. All right, so I'm Mckayla. I'm a mom of 3 amazing littles. I have 1 boy, 2 girls, and they are all under 5 at the time I'm recording this episode. My oldest will turn 5 soon, so I'm super nervous about that, and he is like the benchmark for the Comma Mama Co. I launched the Comma Mama Co. specifically right after his birthday, but I've been doing SEO and blogging since before I found out I was pregnant with him, and so at this time, that's about 6 years of experience, and it's such a journey. It is such a journey and such a wild ride. Everything changes each year. There's updates that come out. So between parenting and learning something new all the time, it's like a jungle. It's a jungle over here. There's something new in the trees every day. That is a terrible comparison. I don't know. I'm so glad I didn't go into poetry. So glad. But yeah, so we're super cozy. We're super casual over here. I really think that we need to take a comfortable, a much less professional approach to SEO. SEO is such a strict, I don't want to say cold, but it comes across as such a technical industry, and it's so hard to learn and comprehend. We have fancy jargon all over the place. We have advice from giants who have been making it big time for the past 10 years when SEO was something completely different, giving us advice that doesn't actually apply to us, and just trying to do what we can with what they're telling us. And it's not working out because it does not apply to our resources. It doesn't apply to the amount of time that we have. It's not for us. Just the other day, Neil Patel was telling us that we needed to start a podcast and not a blog because there was too many blogs and not enough podcasts. And podcasters would spend more money. And look, here I am. I'm starting a podcast. But there is no way I am ditching my blog anytime soon. And please just start the blog. It does not matter how many people out there have a blog. Start the blog. But the problem with this advice was everybody's not a podcaster. Just like everybody's not a blogger. Not everybody's a podcaster. And if you're thinking about starting a blog, you're not always thinking about starting a podcast too. So if you're starting a blog, you already have motivation to do so. You're already I can set aside this time. I know this is something I want to do. And then in comes this SEO guru who's like, you need to start a podcast first. If you're going to prioritize one of the two, you need to start a podcast. You're like, oh, darn, this guy is telling me I need to start a podcast, so I need to do it. And that's completely inaccurate. Okay, so maybe in the short run, a podcast might help more. There's a smaller audience. Well, there's a smaller pool for people to listen to. So there is a power there. I'm not saying don't start the podcast, but don't let him play down the importance of starting a blog. Anyways, we're going to get more into all the things that I wish the big SEO people would not push on us, and all the things that I think we should embrace in SEO in later episodes. This was really supposed to be about me, and here I am going off on a rant. So, anyways, I love to crochet. I am a stay-at-home mom. I told you I've got 3 kids. My long-term goals are to own a cow and a cat. The cat is going to happen sooner rather than later. A cow, I'm still convincing my husband. I love to crochet, even though I'm not very good at it. I also love to start hobbies. Let's emphasize that part. Start hobbies. Finishing or continuing with hobbies is a whole different ball field. But I like to start. I run multiple blogs because blogging is what I do, and it's also what I love to do. And while I wish I could just I need to unplug, like writing a blog post for one of my other blogs because I'm multi-passionate. So I have a blog about hobbies, I have a blog about motherhood, I have a wedding blog, and then thinking about starting another blog. Don't come for me. But when I'm in the mood to write about something, like I can just hop on there and write. And it just, it's such a release. Such a writer at heart. But anyways, so that is all about me. I feel like there's nothing significant. Way to downplay myself, right? But right now, this is just a season where we're sitting back, we're doing stuff that's cozy, we're really getting comfortable into the business, and I'm waiting to see like how all of this takes me. I have no big plans. Like I said, I want a cat and a cow. That's all. That's it for me right now. And I'm very satisfied with that. But I hope you enjoyed this little intro, and I hope you stick around to listen to the next episode. As always, I hope you are able to learn at least one new thing today and how you can apply it to your own business or blog. Thanks for listening to this episode of Everything SEO. Don't forget to hit follow so you don't miss the next episode. It's a goodie, and check the show notes for everything we talked about today. And come connect with me on Instagram at comamama.co if you have any questions or thoughts you want to share. Talk soon.